Greetings, Internet, YouTube, children of all ages. It is I, your unemployed superhero, Matty Clark, coming to you live from the Musical Conservatory of Casa de Clark with Max the Wonder Dog. Max starting to like the camera now, aren't you, Max? He's liking the camera now. Max the Wonder Dog with the mighty JP100D over my shoulder. Quit looking at me, Max. Oh yes, it is the 30th of October, around 6:30 at night. You're not going to get this one till late. I'm sitting here doing I'm writing a paper for my class online. Completely forgot about recording the video until about 5 minutes ago. It's Sunday night. Football is for the most part over. I believe the Eagles and the Cowboys are about to play on Sunday Night Football, so I got to hurry up and finish this paper so I can watch that game in earnest. Also, WWE Hell in a Cell is on pay-per-view on the WWE Network tonight, so I'll be doing double duty. Say hi, Max. Hi, I'm Max. I'm the dog. I'm the Wonder Dog. He's a horrible sidekick. Hell in a Cell is on tonight. Probably be watching a little bit of that too. While I'm watching the football game, I can watch WWE Network on my laptop. Thank goodness for that. Okay, so let's talk Sunday night. Football today, kind of uneven. Bunch of tie ball games the last couple of weeks. Like I said, Hell in a Cell comes on tonight. Let's talk wrestling since we're here. The match I'm looking forward to the most is probably Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens in Hell in a Cell. I remember Seth Rollins back in the day. He's, by the way, from Davenport, Iowa, Seth Rollins is. Back in the day, I knew Seth Rollins as a man named Tyler Black. And Kevin Owens, gosh, I forgot his name. Was not Kevin Owens at the time. They were both in Ring of Honor. Oh, come on. I just drew a complete blank on Kevin Owens' real name. Actually, he got Kevin Owens from Kevin Steen. That's his real name. Actually, it may not be his real name, but that's what he wrestled under back in Ring of Honor. He got his son's name is Owen. That's why he calls himself Kevin Owens, by the way. I remember way back when they wrestled in a company called Ring of Honor. Amazing matches. This is way back in their careers when they were younger. I think their Hell in a Cell match has the potential to be one of the best Hell in a Cell matches of all time. Even up there with the very first Hell in a Cell with The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, which I watched live, by the way. The first two Hell in a Cell matches ever, Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, which was the introduction of Kane. That's how Shawn beat The Undertaker. Incredible match. One of the best matches WWE's ever had. The second pay-per-view Hell in a Cell match was The Undertaker versus Mankind in a Hell in a Cell match. The infamous Hell in a Cell match where Mankind got launched off the top of the cell. Oh, forgive me. It's been a long day. Got launched off the top of the cell and nearly died, which made Mick a legend. I was there for that one. I wasn't in the... I watched that one on pay-per-view as well. That's how old I am. I go back to those days. This one has the potential to be that good of a Hell in a Cell match. There haven't been very great Hell in a Cell matches over the years. They're kind of uneven Hell in a Cell matches, in my opinion. The biggest problem with Hell in a Cell matches today is that WWE has a no-blood policy. In other words, back in the day, guys used to cut themselves open with tiny razor blades back in the day. Or what they called the hard way, which would be someone physically busting you open with their hand. Mick was known for that. Mankind, Mick Foley, was known for that a lot when he was younger. getting busted up the hard way, so to speak. WWE has a no more blood policy. In other words, the only way you bleed in WWE is if you get it the hard way on accident. And if you'll notice, they tend to stop the matches fairly quickly when that happens, when a guy gets bleeding. About the only guy that happens to anymore is Brock Lesnar. And I've read on the internet that when Brock Lesnar busts somebody open, it's meant to happen. The WWE wants it to happen. So take it for what it's worth. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. So there. And because of that, I think matches like Hell in a Cell don't work as well anymore because I'm a blood and guts guy. I go back to the days where some matches were just flat out bloodbaths. I'm talking serious friggin' hardcore bloodbaths. I've seen some things. And to me, a match like Hell in a Cell is supposed to be, when it first got introduced to WWE, this is back when ECW still existed, and they were supposed to be hardcore, blood and guts. Your career will be shortened because of this match. They weren't cage matches. They were supposed to be the most brutal, devastating match that WWE could put on. And by getting rid of, blood in WWE, I think you lose the ability to call that match a horrific. I'm not saying that there needs to be blood in WWE. I'm not saying that. With bloodborne pathogens, HIV, hepatitis, I get it. I see why WWE does not want to have bleeding in their matches. I'm not calling foul of that at all. I'm just saying if you're not going to have that kind of violence in a match, don't market to me like that match is going to have that kind of violence, because we both know it's not. It's a little bit of, it's not false advertising, but it's not totally truthful advertising. Let's put it that way. I just don't agree with that. If it's going to be a flat-out match, have a flat-out match. If it's going to be a bloodbath, death, destruction, body parts flying out the windows, then have a blood and death, body parts flying out the windows match. I'm just saying. Be truthful to your audience. I know, adults know, but I think it's kind of underhanded to kind of falsely advertise what you're doing. Take it for what it's worth. But I am looking at, that's pretty much the only match. Rusev and Roman Reigns are having a Hell in a Cell match. Couldn't care less. Both of those guys don't amuse me in the slightest. I don't find them entertaining. The women's Hell in a Cell match could be entertaining. My problem with that one is Sasha Banks has a history of injuries. And I don't know how hard they can go at it and still be safe. No one wants to see anybody get hurt. And Sasha, I know, has a history of injuries, so I don't know how wide open they could go. But again, we'll see. That's pretty much all the matches I really care about. Don't care about the New Day. Don't care about Big Cass and Enzo Amore. Couldn't care less about either one of those guys. I like guys who can go. Wrestlers. Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Finn Balor when he comes back, Prince Devitt if you knew him from Japan. I like guys who can go. Guys who, when they get in a ring, aren't going to have a fake fist fight. They're going to have a fake wrestling match. An athletic match, I should say. I like guys who can put on an exhibition, not just a by-the-numbers, performance. Give me an exhibition. I like that. We shall see. In fact, Monday I'll come back and I will grade it for you and tell you how good of a show it was. If you have WWE Network, go ahead and watch it. Might as well. That's Sunday. Getting ready for tomorrow. Hopefully I hear back from a couple of companies I interviewed with tomorrow. We shall see. I got to finish my homework. Then I'm going to watch TV. Then I'm going to go to bed. And you're not going to come with me for that. So you don't want to watch me type of paper. That's pretty boring. Trust me. This is your unemployed superhero, Maddie Clark, signing off for now. I will talk to you again soon. Be well. Stay sexy, San Diego.